hey there. Didn't see you between all my late Roman decadence and all the work I've been doing. Speaking of work, I'd quite like to talk to you about proof of work. So these graphics cards, hardware accelerators, dedicated hardware, have been able to do impressive things for AI, for cryptocurrencies, and for shitty FaceTime giraffe filters, if that's your thing. However, since we have a proof of work algorithm, at least for now, in Ethereum and in Bitcoin, essentially the better these things get, the more they just elevate or raise the playing field, because it's a race, essentially, proof of work concept. So the energy consumption of the whole system just that are insane. So at the start of this project, a single Ethereum transaction required 73 kilowatt hours. Now, today, it requires 93 kilowatt hours. So I'm sure you've heard it on the news, the energy consumption of these things is just immense. However, electrical energy, while we usually measure it in kilowatt hours, the physical unit behind that is actually joule. And other physical energies are also measured in joule. So for instance, chemothermal energy in terms of calories is measured in joule. So for this project, I hope you enjoy the making of an opulent dining table feast in which we display the amount of calories in joule a single Ethereum transaction requires. So I find the number 3.28 US households per day per transaction. Incredibly shocking, however, it's not all that tangible. And with this project, we're hoping to make that a bit more realistic into something you can understand. So enjoy the coming making of and the cheeky peeks. So there you have it. A single Ethereum transaction consumes the power equivalent to 80,000 kilocalories elsewhere in the world. Just like the processing of our own waste, concrete, steel, and other resources, it's mostly out of sight and sadly, out of mind. But all of this happens in our name, and the consequences continuously increase. New blockchains have emerged using proof-of-stake concepts and consuming a fraction of 0.05% of the energy shown here. Coincidentally, these roughly 40 watt-hours equate to a single Brazil nut with 30 kilocalories. Ethereum's transition to proof-of-stake is scheduled for 2022. Ultimately, though, these times aren't just about distributed ledgers, but about us, distributed human beings. We can neither sustain the state, nor can we wait for policies or companies to implement broad change. Society, politics, and industry are all made up of individuals, and the responsibility lies with each and every one of us. Be thoughtful, my friends.